in this video I'm going to be unboxing this, which is the HD CCTV. I'm not sure how long you've been subscribed to my channel, but about a month ago I was sent out a few things, an Android box and a few other bits and bobs, and this was one of them. I've got some good and bad news with this. The bad news is that I've already made this video and it didn't work, so I'm having to redo this. But the good news is I've got a pretty good idea of how everything works, so I'll be able to show you. Plus, I'm going to install this SSD hard drive, what I had lying about. It's 128 gig. You don't have to put one of these in, but you can. It's got the option. You can't just use a memory stick if you want to use that, a USB one, but like I say, I'm going to use the card. So, round the box, I like this straight away, which is a little carry handle. It's a bit like an Xbox One style box. On the front of the box, you've got HD CCTV, high definition security system, professional security system, next generation. Down here on the bottom, it says it's 2P2, PC remote access and smartphone access, and that's saying it's night and day. If we won't go to that side yet, we'll go to this side. This just says PAL and NTS, but we're HDMI, so it doesn't make a difference. This side is exactly the same as the front, and all this information is on the side here. So if I can go back, I'm going to hold this here and I'm going to let you read all this if you want, but basically it's just saying it's H.264, PC remote, smartphone remote, USB and Ethernet, and what else we got? Night and day, so it's got infrared, and that's the resolution. It's 1280 by 1024. Then if we go inside the box, I'll show you what you get in. First off, what you get is the unit what does all the action. So if I take that out, put that to the side, and then if I show you on the front, that's what it looks like. It says MV Power, Professional CCTV, and over here it's got, once again, your H.264 HD. Over here, I'm going to have to read these because they're really small. That's just saying H.264. That's saying obviously your smartphone access, your internet access. That's telling you your cameras, and that's telling you it supports USB 2.0. On the side, nothing special. On this side, nothing special. And then we'll come to the back. You've got these ports, what's for your cameras. You've got camera 1, 2, 3 and 4. On here you've got your HDMI. These are for your audio, and that's for your VGA, your old school, but I'd stick to the HDMI. This is for your Ethernet. You've got USB ports here, and that one's your power one. And the RS482, I believe that's some sort of internet connection or PC connection, but I think it's like old. I don't think people use that now. So that's everything. On the bottom, it's just telling you who it's made by. And I'll put this to the side and I'll show you inside the rest of the box. Just move this out of the way so I've got a bit more room. If you open this one, all the goodies, what you get inside, I'm probably going to have to turn the camera down a little bit. But you get your two cameras, which are these two. You get a remote. You don't get batteries, but who cares? You get a little mouse, and you get two power adapters. And you get this lead, which is for the cameras to connect it up. So you just obviously plug one power adapter into this, and this powers however many cameras you have. You've got screws and little tabs to mount it to a wall. And where is the other little... These little screws here are for to hold the hard drive in underneath. If I can get on the camera, you've got 4 little screws. This is to put the hard drive in place, but unfortunately the screws don't fit my hard drive. What else you get inside here, what I couldn't put back in, is you get 2 of these, which are the power leads. I believe the, what are they? Are they 18.3 meters, that's how long they are. And obviously that's a side you either connect to the camera, or that one, vice versa, and the other side you connect to the actual unit. But you get 2 of these, and I couldn't put them both back in here because they're a bit of a mess. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I put my hard drive in. On the back here, you've got 2 screws on the top. You've got one up here and you've got one over here. So if I quickly undo this, be as fast as possible for you. That one's out, and then all you do is you slide this down, and then this is pretty much it inside. There's nothing really much to it. So if I get the hard drive out, and there's your two little connections. You've got the biggest one, obviously what goes on this one. Push that in, and you've got this one which is the small one, goes that way, and there you go. That's that connected in place. Under here you can see it's got 4 little screws, and they're the screws that are supposed to go on there, but unfortunately the screws that were provided don't fit. But I'm not too bothered anyways, because that's just gonna stay like that. So that's, if you wanted, you could get some sort of double-sided sticky tape or something to hold it down, or sellotape, but like I say, I'm not really fussed. And then make sure this is pointing towards you, and then you just put this in, slide it, and put the 2 screws back in. I wouldn't put them really tight, I'd just sort of nip them up. Because if you do want to remove the hard drive or anything, it's going to be hard to take it off. But there, that's just tight enough for me. If I come over to the wires, where are the wires? Right, I'm back. I confused myself a little bit there. Tell you what I am going to do, I'm going to move, because I've got that much rubbish around us. I'm just going to move everything out of the way. I'm going to show you that little remote. That's what the remote looks like. It's nice and light. And the little mouse, it's just a simple mouse. And then if we take one of the cameras out, this is what the camera looks like. You can adjust it to whatever way you want, up, down, left, right, do whatever you want. You can't twist this off. And then you take this out of here, and then you position this to wherever you want to put it. If you take this little screw out here, that comes off, and then you'll screw it in the wall, and then you'll put this back on, so it's like protected. And there's the front of it, nice and shiny, with your infrareds. That's all them little lights in there. And the way you want to put these wires in is this way. You obviously want this one is a female and this one's the male. You want to connect that one to that one, push that in, make sure it's in, and then this, all you do here is you just put the line to the line, push it down, twist, and there, that's it. As you can see, that sort of moves back and forward. Don't know how well you can see that, but it does, it moves back and forward. And this side, what you want to do is you want to get this adapter. This is kind of a splitter, and then just plug one of these into here. So there, we'll plug that in there, and then this one goes into the actual unit itself. So we're gonna put that as camera 1, and then twist and then pull it. So that's in the place. And then if you get a power adapter, obviously one of them needs to power the source, which is down here. So you want to power that. And this other one, if I get it, it just plugs into the splitter. So that one plugs into the splitter over here. There we have it. This is the splitter, which is a 4-way, so you can have 4 cameras, and that's plugged into one of them. Hope that all makes sense. Now I'm gonna set it up and show you what it looks like. So this is where I'm up to. I've plugged everything in. I like that, the idea of the nice shiny blue. I haven't used the remote yet. I've just plugged this mouse in because it says up here, as you can see there, it says admin, a password, and it just says you leave the password as blank and you just go to Okay, so I've done that, and then this is just the general setup. So after a little bit of playing about and setting up, this is what it looks like. The quality's pretty good on it. If I want, I can double tap on one of the cameras with the mouse, and it makes it full screen. You can see there the quality's good. It's not good enough to read the reg plates and stuff. I cannot read that one over there, but I can make out it's a little Ford Fiesta, and that one's a little Renault Clio, and that's a Corsa going past. Meow. Oh, what we got here? I don't actually know what the hell that is. Some sort of people carrier. But that's a quality on it anyways. What I did do, I went to the Play Store and I typed in for a program that was called ESS. I think that's what it was called, SS. And that was the app that I used on my phone so I can actually watch the camera on my phone. But yeah, it looks pretty good. That's what it's all about.